The month of April came to the end. The Indians had a 14-10 record. And one of my feelings always is that no one wins the pennant in April. For example, the Indians a few years ago, 2012, I believe, were 18-8 in April, and that whole season fell apart. But you could blow the playoffs and mess up an entire season in April. For example, they started in 2014, 7-14 in April, 7 games under 500. Even last year, they were 10-11 in April, which was okay because it wasn't a disaster. Remember this, Terry Francona's teams usually have the best record in the American League after the All-Star break. They finish strong. So the idea is just to put yourself in position so that when the good run comes and the team seems to come together, you're not trying to say, oh my goodness, we're 10 games behind the Tigers or whatnot. So I was very encouraged with a couple things in April. Now the 14-10 record. Danny Salazar pitched pretty well, looks healthy. Carlos Carrasco, who had a cranky elbow in spring training, pitched exceptionally well. Michael-Brantley, the idea he came back was exciting. To me, even more so was the fact he's been hitting for power. He's had like 4 homers, doubles. And I have developed kind of a theory on that. He works so much on his right shoulder. Remember, the right shoulder for a left-handed hitter is where your power comes from. All the strengthening, whatever, it's very possible now that right shoulder actually is stronger than it's ever been before. Sometimes when pitchers have elbow injuries and they have the elbow reconstruction surgery, in other words, the Tommy John surgery, then they work their arm and work their arm. Sometimes they come back with throwing the ball harder, more velocity than they did before the surgery, simply because they worked on strengthening those parts of the arm that were needed, you know, to generate power. For the pitcher, it's the elbow. For the hitter, it's the shoulder. So Brantley's power. They gave Jose Ramirez $26 million, an extension for 5 years. He's off to a tremendous start. I was concerned about Jason-Kipnis in spring training. He had a shoulder problem. You know, his hitting's been a little iffy, but clearly, at least so far, Kipnis is healthy. In fact, when you look at the Indians overall, other than Edwin-Encarnacion having yet another slow start in April, which is what he usually does, there aren't any big warning signs whatsoever. I mean, finally, when I was down in Goodyear, day after day, Terry Francona was worried about what's going to happen to Andrew Miller at the World Baseball Classic. Will he come back? Will his arm be tired? Will it be sore? Will be something wrong? Well, he went through the month of April and didn't allow a run. Cody Allen, who told me he usually struggles in April, which he does, wanted to get off to a good start, and he did. So right now, with the way the Indians are poised, is exactly how the experts said this looks like the team to beat in the Central Division and perhaps the team to beat in the American League.